Why do I reveal my weakness? I've just finished breathing for 20 minutes. I was breathing before the 20 minutes. I'm still gonna breathing practice, meditating, focusing my conscious attention on my breathing to take deep, relaxed breaths. So, why do I reveal my weakness? This is an interesting segue. I haven't planned this video. I just turned the camera on as a form of expression. I like expressing things on the camera. I feel like this is turning my Broca's area of my brain on, which I now feel, now that it is very activated, I've been eating so many fish eggs. So many fish eggs. And my poops are solid and they smell like fish eggs. And I can sleep. And, well, actually, my brain, since I've just had a high, my brain is just turned on again. Like it's just, when I don't sleep for 2 to 3 years. I'm just gonna talk, and this will all make sense at the end of the video. When you don't sleep for pretty much 2 years straight with brief little hour intervals of sleep every week or so, your brain shuts off, or at least this is the common experience of myself who's been through this numerous times, 3 times specifically. Three. And I've talked to numerous other people who have also been through this a variety of times. And you can go on insomnia groups on Reddit and Facebook and look up YouTube videos. And you can find all this stuff. There's a lot of people out there with crazy sleep issues, and it's kind of all coming to a T now. People are really starting to talk about it more, which I don't think honestly is in any small part to me talking about this a lot. Like I used to talk about it just in person. And then I started thinking that I was annoying everyone, and then I just kind of like stopped talking about it, and I just acted like I just tried my best to act like I didn't have a problem, basically. So from a brief, like the insomnia got really bad at the age of 12. 12 was when I was like, wow, this is remarkable how little I'm sleeping. And then 14, I was like, this is remarkable how little effect trying to sleep more has on this. And then when I was 16, I was like, I need to spend all of my time focusing on this problem. So I majored in neuroscience in college. I just already knew all the neuroscience from studying this on my own to the highest degree of rigor possible and testing all the ideas on myself, because I can't ever sleep unless I do this. And I've spent most of my life in the can't ever sleep phase, and really it's ruined my brain function. Like I honestly don't want to take an IQ test right now cuz I just don't want to see what it would say. Because I already took them when I was 14 before this got really bad. So I'm like, I'll just stick with what that was, and I'm going to keep aiming for that. The main thing I found that actually, like, I felt like flowers for Algernon. Like, I just lose the ability to think. This just shuts off. So now I'm getting a little nauseous again, but this just turns on beef, salt, and water. Lots of tea, lots of caffeine, prescribed Adderall. I cycled on a paracetam a lot. Fasting, liver, fish eggs, lots of B vitamins, lots of salt. Smoke a lot of live resin. I don't really. So that kind of comes to like I feel so nuts from this that I was thinking the other day, I was like my brain is just like, the reason I made so many reaction videos is cuz I just like I'm coming out of the land of the dead here. Like I'm just on my phone, just scrolling, trying to remind my brain what reality is, or I'm breathing, or I'm walking, like trying to not be nauseous, trying to like be able to work up an appetite to eat enough food. And I've been successfully doing that. Like it's getting less challenging. I could just eat more continually now, and it's not a problem. I don't not like puking, but like now that my brain is turned on again, it stopped turning off. Like now that I'm awake, I'm just awake. My brain's just on. And it's great because it used to just shut off. It'd only be on for like 2 hours out of the day, and I would just be probably why my pupils are so massive. My brain just feels like it's updating. They used to do this when I was younger before I went on Adderall and like started taking Adderall. I still take Adderall. I've taken Adderall this week, but I've been taking it with massive doses of CBD. So that, and then the live resin, so it doesn't really have the Adderall effect. But I've cycled back onto it. I've been cycling on and off of it in order to get my body used to being off of it. When I go off of it, I take like way less CBD, and then I don't smoke the live resin with the dab pen. I've been trying to quit this shit for so long. Like, so why reveal weakness? I think I'll get it. Basically, why reveal weakness? Because at this point, the weakness is strength, as the example of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Like, I am my personal Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I don't know about you, but my guy. So like I said, I'm 26, almost 27. I've been dealing with this since I was 16. This is all I'm good at. This is like it. Like I'm very good at math. So, Dad, if you're watching this, thank you for making sure I have well over 10,000 hours of math practice. I'm a math genius. I'm good with computers and getting better with computers. I have a lot of skills, but in terms of application of skills, this is my thing. This is just the thing I've spent 20,000 hours doing. And I'm damn good at it. Like, I'm damn good at it. Like, I am in ridiculous shape because I have to. So, I don't really know how the body works, or at least I don't pretend to. But what I do understand, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not claiming some omniscient knowledge of, like, I know how everything in the body works perfect. I've studied everything, and I'm damn good at raising metabolism and decreasing inflammation while restoring digestion and sleep function. Oh, yeah. Like, at that specific thing, which has carryover to like everything, which is so cool. But at that specific thing, there ain't no one on God's green earth who's better than me. I'm fucking Johnny from The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I'm telling you, sons of bitches, I'm the best there's ever been. And there will never be another. Because no one will ever be motivated to go to the lengths I've gone to. Because I already exist. And I would have found myself because of how fucking much energy I've spent looking in how to solve this fucking problem. If there was someone else out there who'd done any work on this, I would have found them. They don't exist, but now I do. And people are finding me, so is that a point of pride? Yeah, but like pride keeps you alive, man. Like when your fucking entrails are hanging out in the middle of the woods because a bear's disemboweled you. You think that like fucking thinking you're all one gets you through that? Your self talk better be fucking get fuck kill the fucking bears or gonna fucking like I would just be like fucking I'm Devin fucking Young bitch and I'm not gonna fucking die. Fuck all this shit. I'm gonna fucking hike all the way back to fucking civilization and then I'm gonna fucking disembowel that fucking bear and I'm gonna mount his fucking head on my wall and I'm gonna eat his fucking liver while I stare at his fucking mounted head. Go, who's fucking dead now, bitch? Like that's actually I think bear liver might be toxic. It's fun having a working brain. Um, so like why reveal weakness? Because at the end of the day, like this also because I've identified enough people who also have the same problem that's served by the same solutions that in some sense revealing weakness becomes revealing strength. At least this is what I tell myself. Like if you're convinced and you're envying me, then I have succeeded beyond my wildest dreams because this shit has sucked. This has not been fun. I have not enjoyed this, but I am a wrestler. Wrestlers get shit done. And like it just I don't know, man. Like I just embrace that identity. That's like weak to warrior comes from. Like the Ouroboros. Like I am like the eternal recurrence of Nietzsche. I shall live in my moment of victory for eternity. And it should be represented by the Ouroboros. And I should like it is but it's motivating to me. It was motivating enough to me to get me through this. So like I figure I'll share. Like I don't know. I mean, I've also just done a lot of talking about this, so it's like it becomes less uncomfortable talking about it. And I don't feel the need to talk about it in person. Um as much or it's I don't know, like I don't really know. I'm just kind of like there's people out there who've got crazy insomnia and I feel more sane when I'm communicating with them cuz then I'm like okay, like I'm helping people. But it's also like hard to help people in some sense. Like it's like I don't want to derive my entire identity because I can't control whether people help themselves with the information. So I do it in a self-serving way to try to be an example. Like I'm like, okay, so I've got a and it sucks. Like I just missed a midwife appointment with my wife, but I got to meditate and make this video where I feel like a crazy person. So I gotta blow up the birth tub, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into this. It's all interesting though. It's all very interesting. So why reveal weakness? I mean, just like my brain's kind of unwinding. This is interesting. I feel very relaxed. I'm making a video. I'm making a video. So, I think ultimately, it was like a week ago, or was this a few days ago? I think it was like about 3 days ago. I'm sitting downstairs and I'm literally thinking, like, because I feel kind of, I feel like drifty. Like, sometimes my brain will engage with things and then I'll just be on this track and it's like there's not really a sense of regularity. I don't have any sense of regularity. I just have a sense of easier digestion, less nausea, easier ability to sleep, more energy in my body. But it's like the interesting thing is like my body feels so energetic, but I feel so nauseous sometimes. And it's like my body recovers first, I think, because I am young. But then it takes my sleep and digestion, circadian rhythm, just like, and then the circadian rhythm becomes its own source of dysregulation, becomes its own source of inflammation. And then when that corrects itself, my metabolism increases, which causes more inflammation because inflammation is mostly caused by metabolism. And then I like barely slept last night, but I feel better than I felt a week ago because I've been sleeping, which is what caused me to feel good, which is why I didn't sleep. But now I'll start sleeping again. Hopefully. Probably. But I was thinking, like, I was just like, I just need some sort of like object. Like, you see, I'm like touching my beard. Like, I'm just sort of. But I think this is sort of like the point of having a body is like grounding. Like, I'm just grounding myself by touching my face because I feel very ungrounded because I didn't sleep for like the last 2 years. And it's really remarkable, like, how stable I am. Like, it's just very, I mean, I guess honestly though, I've talked to a lot of people who have insomnia, like really bad insomnia, and they all tend to shut down. Like, they all typically shut down. Like, I haven't talked to that many people with insomnia who, or really anyone with insomnia, I think that I remember, who resorted to criminality as a result of insanity because of insomnia. Met a lot of people who went insane because of insomnia, or went crazy to varying degrees. Like, it's more, the sort of crazy is more like, oh shit, I've lost the ability to tell what's real, or even tell my ability to tell what's real, but I kind of can tell that I've lost the ability to tell, so I'm just going to sit down right now and be real quiet for a long time. That's sort of the crazy that insomnia creates. So it sucks. And people don't talk about it. So I feel like I got to talk about it. I also, like, my mom had me kiss the Blarney Stone when I was younger. And I believe I have the gift of gab. And I think the reason that that exists is because, like, you gotta, like, people are a weird sort. Like, you gotta remind yourself that virtues are virtues, or people's virtues will piss you off, and then you'll discourage the virtue in them, effectively neutering them and then rendering them useless to the world, and themselves. So I think, like, I definitely annoyed my parents with how much I talked when I was younger, but now I'm using this ability to make tons of YouTube videos. Like, if there was someone who was gonna overcome Broca's area deactivation due to total insomnia, it was Devin the Talkaholic. So, goddamn, it's good talk. But basically, though, I was thinking, like, I need to like carry an object around all the time, and I've been using my phone, and then I've been like, whenever I see a reel that's like really stimulating, I make a reaction to it, and that's resulted in this just of YouTube videos, because like my brain is just struggling to focus around activities. Like, I have to like make myself meditate. And now I've just turned the camera on and I'm going, and this focuses me because it's a pattern that I've created, and reward circuits are very powerful. So you want to create strong reward circuits for yourself. And that's what I strive to do with like exercise, and I strive to use sustainable reward circuits to increase long term metabolism. I'm damn good at it. That's why I'm in such good shape. Like, I have to be in ridiculous shape, but it's not even like I spend that much time working out. I just spend all of my time optimizing every variable around metabolism and biochemistry of metabolism. And then that results in me being in ridiculous shape. So it takes way more effort, but the amount of time I spend exercising is fairly minimal. Though I walk as much as I can, which is a good practice. I've started just doing light runs, and like a run the day before yesterday, a run yesterday, and I'm just not going to run today. Probably not going to run tomorrow. Just walk, ease into it because I haven't done any serious running in a long time. But I could do a little bit of that, which stimulates metabolism, and I just kind of do it as a movement meditation where I really focus on like improving my neutral wrestling game by maintaining perfect balance and posture while I'm running, while using the minimum amount of energy possible and being as relaxed as possible, breathing deeply, which is just a really good skill for neutral. I don't know. Like, it's fun. It's fun. I tell myself it's fun. I don't know. Like, it's Why reveal weakness? Because I guess weakness is also strength. Weakness can be relatable. You can get to a point where there's just so much of like in order to even understand why I'm so fixated on the things I'm fixated on, I have to let people know what's holding my brain together. Like literally, I was thinking about like I need an object because I'm just using my phone right now to try to hold my brain together by scrolling reels and making videos reacting to the reels. And then I realized like, oh, that's my tattoo. The tattoo is just it's a reminder to sit down and breathe. That is the primary thought behind the entire multi-year process of deciding and getting that. Thought about it for a very long time. Thought about it for a very long time. I kind of and I do that all the time. I just sit down, I just breathe because that's why that's there. Because I'm really neurotic, and I just like, why is there a fish eating the sun on my arm? Why is it there? Like there's an image on my arm. Like what is it doing there? Like why did I put that? Oh, I put that there to remind me to breathe. Because it's like the point of the human body is to have function. So like why would I add something to the human body for made in the image of God? Like how could I make the human body better by adding a tattoo to it? Well, because the one thing the human being lacks is the additional reminder to be conscious. We have all the tools. We need no more tools. We need a reminder to use the main tool that we're given, which is our conscious mind to influence our breath. I think that's deeply poetic and beautiful and mythologically and symbolically significant. I don't really care if anyone rips that off. Like, if people want to go getting tattoos and say it's a reminder to breathe, like, fucking go for it, man. Like, that's why I got a tattoo. It's very. I think there's a correlation between tattoos and trauma. So I think it's kind of like a trauma mark, too. I think there's also like a. I don't know, because like self harm is also correlated with trauma. And I definitely went through a phase where I cut myself in middle school, which is like that ended though when I was 14, but that's like it's weird. It's like a weird thing. That was very common in my generation. Um Never with the intention of suicide though or like actually harming myself, more of like a fascination with pain. Not injuring myself though ever. Like I never wanted to injure myself because that would detract from my ability to perform. Just kind of like, I'm gonna like cut the skin on my arm here and see how that feels. Because like, what if I had to like do a field surgery on myself or something? Like, I don't know. It was more curiosity. Like, honestly, like I've definitely like I don't think like it was like the more I think about it, it was definitely more of a curiosity thing than like a fucked up thing. Because it never like I don't know. It was, but it's kind of fucked up though. Like all the same. It's like the fat, like I'm gonna stick my arm with needles, I'm gonna cut my skin with a knife. It's like fucked up in a way. So why not make an art of it and then have that art remind you to breathe? Because scarification is also a ritual process in many different cultures. So it's like, what's the difference between a fascination with pain, practicing field surgery, or the concept of field surgery, implanting a magnet in your body? I've never done that, but I know people who have been fascinated by that. Um, Tattooing, a piercing, ritual scarification, Sundance, and doing that weird samurai thing where you sit on your feet until your legs don't move. I don't know. So this is a meditation on that. And I like it. And it's worked well. Same with wrestling and jiu-jitsu are meditations on that. And making these videos is also a meditation on that. I guess normalcy just returns at some point. Like, I just kind of imagine that I'm like waging a giant war campaign of conquest over the domain of my health and general human metabolism mastery. And then I'm just going to have to deal with a ton of inconsistent, annoying bullshit in the process for many, many, many years. And that my ability to do that will determine my success in the campaign. And that this is no different than Napoleon or Julius Caesar or Odysseus or any people that I admire for their will um achieving their ends by focus as well, because it's like everything, like my father, like working himself out of poverty, like it's just like you got to work at shit for a long time. So why should I let a absence of normalcy cause me to cease in my purpose? Why should I even let it disturb me? I mean, do I have what I need to take the next step? If I don't know, I sit down and I breathe. And that always calms me down enough to the point where I'm like, okay, I kind of know what else to do. Or at least I relax enough to the point where I can rest. And then I get up and then you go for a walk and then drink a bunch of water and then try to eat some food. If you're not hungry, go for another walk. And you know what I mean? Like you just stimulate metabolism and then brain metabolism follows. And then you have good ideas. You can organize your life. And my brain's turned on. Like it's worked. The idea has worked. Tenemos éxito. We have success. The idea has worked. We have had success. My brain is turned on again as a result of stimulating metabolism by the means that I determined in terms of vitamins, supplements, fasting, food, liver, beef, salt, water, elimination diet, fish, eggs, vitamin D, walking, push ups, kettlebells, spring water, green tea, chlorella detox, sauna. Okay. So that's like I think why I've like I'm very proud of myself for creating a means of sharing all this information. One thing I want to do, I'm going to do is I'm going to, so I have these gallon jugs. So I'm going to do a whole campaign where I just, because everyone buys laundry detergent. So I'm just going to, like, if you support what I do, like, I want to just spread as much use. The video just cut out there. But I want to spread as much useful information for free as possible. And make it possible for people to support me while I'm doing it, but I also want to make it fun, give incentives, and educate people. So I think that I want to spread the meme of if you support my work, buy my laundry detergent. I think that's a great campaign. If you support me, buy my laundry detergent. Because everyone buys laundry detergent. And I buy powdered, like, organic laundry detergent. I haven't looked exactly what's in it, but my wife is crazy like me and it's really high quality. So I'm like, I could just buy all the raw ingredients for that, bulk make it myself, sell it at cost, and then ship it in gallon glass jugs that have Weak to Warrior branding on them. And therefore, I could basically sell all of you gallon jugs that you could go put spring water in. You can go and find a spring near you and go get spring water, put in these gallon jugs, and you'd be getting the gallon jug for basically free because you already buy laundry detergent. I'm selling you laundry detergent at cost. So it's like, I mean, I'd have to really work that out because with shipping and like the gallons, it's like, I think these are like, You can look at what they are on Amazon. I mean, it's just whatever they are on Amazon. I just get them on Amazon. They're not like special. But if I'm like thinking, like, I try to figure out a way to get these cheaper. There's other things I can use. I mean, there's so many ways I could do it. Like, it doesn't really. I mean, I could freaking. If you want, like, comment below and I'll send you one of my personal glass gallon jugs. I'll clean it out and I'll put my own personal laundry detergent in it and I'll just send it to you. I'll like tell you how much it'll cost. I'll figure it out and do all the computation. But I'm thinking it might end up being like $25 for like a gallon of laundry detergent. I'm just thinking, I'm like, how cheap can I get this? So I think that would be a fun, because that'd be a fun business experiment, because it wouldn't really take up any more storage than I'm already using, because I already use laundry detergent. I already have these jugs. I just have to get some way of branding the jugs, because then it spreads awareness of the brand. Like, I don't have to, but to me, that makes it worth it to sell the jugs and everything at cost, because now you have these branded jugs. So now when you're drinking from this jug, you're using this jug. I have no idea why my phone keeps on ending videos like this. This is irritating me. I'm not touching anything and it just keeps on stopping the video. It's like cutting. I don't know if you can tell, but that would really stink if I only had this phone for like less than a year, I think. Yeah. Oh, whatever. I'll figure it out. It might be because it keeps on hooking up to my wife's car, because her car has Bluetooth. But basically, though, it'd be a fun lesson in economics. It would be a fun thing to do to try to promote the brand. Because I'm thinking, like, how do I promote the brand? Like, how do I ultimately promote because the supplements, I know the supplements are needed, like because I had to make them for myself. So I'm like, I'm providing a necessary service here. And then I know I could provide even greater service if the supplements got going, because then I could make specialized enzyme probiotic supplements. I could refine the supplement powders even more so that they'd be even less irritating for people with autoimmune problems. I mean, what I sell is what I take. Exactly. It's exactly what I take, made to the highest standards. So, made to FDA standards. So, well, even higher, like R plus FDA. So, um, I know it works because I've rehabbed my sleep on that. So I know it's possible. Like, the stuff is good. It's good enough. So, and nothing else in the market was. So I'm like, I could definitely do even better. I mean, I already have like a better B vitamin that I've been making with citrulline and taurine and betaine and stuff. And I just, there's way more I could do. There's more, but I'm thinking, like, how do I provide service effectively? And it's like a lot of it is cutting through the noise, which I do by just speaking my mind on YouTube. And I could do Instagram. I could take all my shorts and just repost them on Instagram. Tomorrow, maybe I will. I've backed up my videos, so I could back up my shorts and everything. I just repost them all to Instagram tomorrow, and then, or in a few days, and then use that to promote the brand. But I'm like, I want to be as accessible as possible, because it's just smart. Like, there's other things I'm gonna sell. Like, I have like just wire wrap necklaces I just want to make for the heck of it. I make some videos about doing that and just put that out there, because it's also like, I'm kind of like thinking the niche more depends on me, I guess. I'm kind of realizing how I create things in a way that's harmonious with what people desire. So I made these necklaces and people loved these necklaces when I made them. So I'm like, okay, I can make necklaces because I want to make them too. I just was in this gem store and I was like, saw all these tiger's eye hearts and I was like, oh. So it's fun for me. It kind of lights me up. And then it promotes the ideas behind the brand, because like, what are my competitive advantages? What makes me unique? Why do I like me? Like, why do I like what I'm doing? That's really my question. Like, why do I like what I'm doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because I'm really doing this. Like, I'm going all out at this thing I'm doing, whatever it is. So why? If I can articulate that, then that's going to be enlightening to a lot of people, because they can use that same reasoning for their own motivation. Cause hmm, gotta brush my teeth. Um, but like, that's enlightening for me even to express it. So I feel like it'd be enlightening for other people, because I'm constantly reading and pursuing ideas. So if something's enlightening for me, it's probably enlightening for someone else as well. So that's sort of like, I guess that's sort of like why I expose weakness, because, well, I'm also stronger now. So it's like, be weak when you're strong and strong when you're weak, you know? Like, now that I've overcome it more, I feel more comfortable talking about it, because it's like, I still talked about it when I was going through it, because I was like, when I get through this, I want to be able to do what I'm doing now and point back to like a year ago, 2 years ago, when I was like going through hell, and be like, look at me now, ha 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 ha, you know? So just to kind of show proof, because it's like, this is my skill set. This is what I do. This is what I'm very good at. This is why my information is relevant. So I think that's like good enough for now. I'm gonna like get on with the day, because this has sort of organized my thoughts enough.